Welcome to Healing the Divide. I'm Laura, and as we state, we don't bring you news and politics for the sake of discussion. Our responsibility is the bigger picture.
In Columbus, Ohio, police are smashing the face of a 14-year-old boy.
Please don't do it again. You hit my face.
This is an incident in Columbus, Ohio. This boy is only 14 years old. He made the mistake of exercising his right to free speech, talking while black. He and some of his friends shouted the word, "F the police." We first saw this when it was presented by David Schuster of Rebel HQ. Please notice you are not observing an actual, or even normal arrest. This whole thing is illegal, which means the police are actually the ones breaking the law. Even though his rights are being violated, the kid is not resisting arrest. We also ask you to look closely at how sadistic this police officer is. After he smashed the kid's face into the ground. Wait, we are deliberately repeating the word kid so that you never lose sight of the fact that they are doing this to a child. Again, he smashed the kid's face into the ground for no reason. He grabbed his dreadlocks is a statement in itself. But look closely here at the handcuffing. This is why we say this man is sadistic. He is deliberately placing the handcuffs in a way that will be extremely uncomfortable.
I'm complying.
You move, I will break your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You understand?
Wait, there is nothing that a suspect can do that justifies an officer saying, "I will break your face."
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. My face. Stop. That's not, that's the torch. Sorry. I won't do it again.
Yeah, make sure you don't have a gun, brother.
I don't got a gun.
On top of that, there is no justification for any threats of any kind when you have 1. A person in handcuffs whom you are yourself arresting illegally. 2. You are getting absolutely no resistance from. How can a person be a professional and be so triggered with rage at the taunting of a child to treat him so rough? Pause. Did you see that? Instead of checking to make sure he has no weapons, he is taking items from the kid's pockets and hurling them with disregard. This is a very small and evil person who has been given a gun and a badge and told to police the streets of America. Officer Fanone, formerly of the Capitol Police. You've spoken out against what the mob did to you and your colleagues on January 6, 2021. Where is your voice here?
Heard it for what?
You're under arrest. We tell you to stop, you don't get run.
It wasn't that serious, bro.
It is now.
Alright, it is now, bro. Dang, you didn't have to do my face like that.
You can shut down any 60s, we're fine.
Bro, y'all pick up my AirPods and my phone and my Alright.
What's your name?
Bro, it's Adonis. Damn. Can I grab my AirPods and
I'll get them later.
Alright.
Hey, Wagon's back here.
Alright, chill, you don't have to do that.
This guy's name is, or was, Officer Beavers. Look at the way he is escorting him to the police car.
Chill.
And once, I'm not letting you run away. I'm getting you to the cruiser safely, you understand?
Alright.
When have you seen police take even the most violent offenders to the vehicle like this? They usually have a hold of their arm or some other civilized means of escort. So for saying what he said to the police, he's subjected to all this abuse? And that outright lie the officer told. First he claimed he was abusing him on the ground to make sure he didn't have a weapon, and now he's telling him he's literally dragging him by his hair to get him to the cruiser safely.
Bro, alright.
Now let's make sure we have your attention and that you have not turned away from inability to watch this and accept that this is real in the life of not only black kids in America, but black people in general. If you are still watching, you should have noticed this is not an isolated situation between a police officer and a black kid. Haven't you noticed that there are already at least 2 other officers here? I guess that shatters the old bad apples myth. Where are the good apples? Why isn't at least one officer saying, "Come on, man, cut it out," or something?
Separate your feet. You have one chance to listen.
All right.
Separate your feet. Why?
All right. Bro, you didn't even put these on me right.
Failure to comply.
All right.
You're under arrest.
All right.
And get some gloves, because you're covered in blood.
All right.
You got AIDS?
No.
Hey, look at me. Look at me.
Bro.
If you spit or anything,
Bro.
I'm charging you with felony. You understand?
I'm not trying to spit. I got blood in my mouth. Bro.
Hey.
All right,
No
chill.
cussing.
Chill.
Separate
chill,
your feet.
Chill.
Look at me like a man.
Chill. No, you just, bro, put your hands on me. Can y'all go grab my stuff?
We'll get your
He
stuff. Just,
dropped my
just
phone,
listen
my
and
air.
focus on this for right now. Focus on this. Just listen what he's saying, okay?
You got anything on you? Poke me, stick me, harm me.
No. Damn, why you taking my, bro, like, bro, can you grab that?
Grab it in a second. Chill out.
Bro, look how it's doing.
Separate your feet.
Oh yeah, you're a son. Keep your son.
Keep him right there.
Oh my dad and your son.
This kid is handcuffed behind his back and being illegally detained and arrested, and the cop grabs the front of his shirt more than once. He is clearly a coward and a bully. The boy is threatened not to spit at him and asked if he has AIDS. Do we understand that this is because his mouth is bloody from his face being slammed on the ground?
Doing this
Separate
all
your
night,
feet.
like, what the
This dirty cop punched the kid in his private area, and no one has said he's gone too far. And what's deeper still is that he knows the pockets are empty because he tossed everything the kid had earlier.
Bro, like, what are you on there for?
We're looking for...
You ran? I'm making sure you don't have a weapon on you.
You're not gonna
Look at
find
me.
nothing on me.
I'm making sure you
You're
don't have
not
a
gonna
weapon on
find
you.
nothing on me. You're not gonna on me.
We need to backtrack it off. Was it that?
Bro, can I get switched to a different cruiser? I do not want to go with this. I don't trust this.
Let's take account if we can. How many police officers do you see? So is it the bad apple excuse or that blue wall? And then add to that the arrogance it takes to do all of this with the body cam rolling. How can they feel that it doesn't matter if their superiors see it or not? We would dare to venture that it's because, unless the abused makes a legal issue of it and fights for their rights, their superiors won't hold them accountable. This is the situation for Black Americans, no matter who's in the White House.
Oh my God.
That's not how this works.
I do not trust him. What the
You unlock the thing, turn from your back.
Yeah.
Bro, I do not trust you.
I'll help you in a second.
Bro, oh my gosh.
To the right of the playground.
What did you have to do this for? Like,
You ran from us.
alright, but you still don't have to.
I am a law enforcement
Alright, you don't
officer.
have to.
Yeah, so let him go.
I think that way.
Hey, will you let him go? Yeah. Come here. That says police. Can
Yes,
you read?
yes.
I'm a Columbus police officer.
Yes.
When I stop you, you have to stop.
Alright,
You're now failing to comply.
alright, alright,
You are under arrest.
alright.
You didn't make it to Roger on the tree. Okay.
Justice. Are you okay?
Okay, kid.
Let's take account if we can. How many police officers do you see? David Schuster said this incident happened last year in February of 2024. He said this crooked cop was placed on leave and then eventually fired. Not much relief because there are so many cops who have been either arrested or fired for abusing citizens, only to learn they were previously fired from other police departments. Sometimes in different cities or states.